Hey guys, it's Miss Russell, and I am ready to draw with you. We are going to be working on perspective. So perspective, that is about in our artwork how when things are close to us, they are big, but when they're far away, they look smaller. So for example, this cactus, let's see, there he is. The cactus is really close to us, and so is that turtle. So they are big, but then look back here. They got a little further away and they start to get smaller. And we're also going to add a road that goes back in space. Of course, I want you to make this your drawing. I want you to think about what things you want to add into it. So here, over here, those are a different kind of cactus. They're round and flat kind of cactuses. You get to choose what you're doing. To start, we want our paper to be horizontal. So this is horizontal, that would be vertical. We want it horizontal. We're going to add what's called a horizon line. The horizon line, that's that imaginary line that looks like the sky touches the ground. And as I've told you in the past, it is not a real line. It's a trick of the eye. It's because the earth is curved and eventually it just appears like they touch. But a long time ago, back Christopher Columbus, all of them, they did not know that. They really thought the horizon line was real. They really thought they could get to it, and they were getting on their ships and they were sailing and they were trying to get to the horizon line, but they never could because it's fake. But they really thought when they reached that horizon line that it would be the end of the earth. And it was just black open space after that. And when they reached the end of the earth, they would fall off. We know that's not true because the earth is round. You don't fall off the earth. And there is no end. It's just round. So the horizon line, it's imaginary. We're going to add that horizon line. You don't have to add it with a ruler. You can decide what you want to do there. Kind of add it a little high up in the paper, not super low. So here we go, going across that paper. We want to give ourselves space for our road and stuff like that in our artwork today. Now here's our horizon line. Now we need what's called a vanishing point. You can decide where your vanishing point is. You can see this one was more in the middle of the paper, and then this one here where it was off to the side. You decide what you're going to do. I think for this example, I'll put my vanishing point off to this side. Now, the vanishing point is where everything looks like it's going back to. And as you get closer to that vanishing point, things get smaller. They look smaller. So things that are further down in your paper, they're closer to us. And when they're close to us, they should be drawn really big, just like this. But once they start going back, they need to go smaller. Now that we have our vanishing point, our horizon line, we're going to add the road. And you will want a ruler for this. We're going to line our ruler up with our vanishing point and then the bottom of your paper somehow. Now, if your vanishing point's over there, your ruler could go off the side or it could go off the bottom. You decide what you're going to do. I think I'll make mine come off here. I want to hold that ruler in the middle, hold it nice and tight, line up with my vanishing point and draw my line going off the edge or the bottom of the paper. Then I'm going to line up with the vanishing point again and go right off. So that is our road. I like to add the center line just so you can kind of get a little bit better of an idea of how once again, when it's down low in the paper and close to us, they should be longer. And as they go back, they get smaller, shorter. You can do this with a ruler or not. It's your choice. I think I'll use my ruler and I'll do really short, tiny lines back here. And then I'm going to start making them longer. now we've got our road. If you wanted to come back through and make these a rectangle, kind of like they actually are on the road, because you know they're painted on the road, you could come back through and thicken those lines up if you like. Always encourage you to make these drawings unique to what you like, what you want to draw. Add a little bit more. Of course, as it gets back there, it really does just turn into a dash line. Let's add something that is really close to us. And in these two drawings, you can see we started with a cactus. I really like doing the cactus that has the arms coming out to the side and even adding a flower to it. You decide what you want to do. Maybe you want to add these kind of cactuses. Maybe that's all I add to this one since it's different. So right over here, I'm going to have something that is super close to us. And like I said, I'm going to go with this crazy kind of cactus. And it needs to be big. That cactus, it's kind of round, but it's also what we call irregular. So it's not perfectly round. And it has, you know, cactus spikes on it, so you could add those. It almost looks like a potato, right? And yes, they do have flowers too, if you'd like to add a flower to it. You decide. I like to add a little ground dirt beside it. Makes it look like it's not floating. So there's my cactus that's super close to us, but then maybe something over here that's close to you. It doesn't have to be a turtle. I don't know. Maybe some kind of animal or creature. You decide what you're gonna add over here. Maybe it's a lizard. I think that's what I'll do. So I'll start with my, I hope you're drawing with pencil, because at times I really need to erase, but I can't because I'm drawing with marker. So maybe I'll start my lizard's head. He's kind of like a snake head, right? It comes out here. And he's got his round body and then his little tail. And add his arms or legs, whatever you want to call them. Just have fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. Of course, where he's crossing over that, I would erase if I could. Because lizards aren't see-through. You know, add some big eyes to him. And some fun little zigzags on his side. A little breathing hole. Nostrils, right? Now that we have something close to us, we want things further away. When they're further away, they get smaller. Maybe I'll stick with my lizard theme and I'll show one that is smaller. This time I'm starting with his belly. You do not have to draw what I'm drawing. So there's my lizard that's further away. But we have more space. Draw some more of the cactus. Maybe I'll go ahead and do one of the standing cactus guys with the arms over here. He's gonna get further away. So once again, he'll be smaller. I'm gonna add some dirt brown to him. You can even add spikes if you want. Have fun with it. Add some more things. It's your picture. Stay away from words. Let's just do drawings with it. I also like to add hills to the background or mountains. This is really a desert picture, so I'd like you to add 2 sets of hills or mountains, whatever you want to call them. So there's one set, and then I'll come back through and I'll add a second set. And that is something that we're going to use when we finish our artwork next week. We'll talk a little bit about it. Have some fun, add some more things. If you can make some of your objects cross over the horizon line, at times it helps make them look a little more 3D. Take your time. Trace over your pencil lines with crayon, marker, whatever it is you choose, but don't color it in. Just trace it over. Send me your finished work either on Artsonia or on Google Classroom. Thanks for drawing with me.